Breaking, Chinese military expert issues dire warning, please pray. North Korea's close relationship with China has been one of the leading factors limiting U.S. action against Pyongyang's hostile Kim regime. Any American military action against North Korea must anticipate a possible reprisal by Beijing. But China is allegedly loosening its alliance with North Korea and even considering its own military solutions against Kim Jong-un. According to the Express, a Chinese professor of international relations with ties to the government says China is prepared to go to war against North Korea if they launch another missile test. Chang Shouhu, a professor at the Renmin University, says China is now considering war as a possibility for dealing with North Korea, which he claims is seeking death with its repeated nuclear missile provocations. According to Chang, Chinese President Xi Jinping is fed up with Kim's behavior and was boiling with fury after Pyongyang's most recent missile test. In the professor's words, another missile test from North Korea would push the country off the cliff. Chang, who has connections in China's defense and foreign affairs departments, explains that, despite the historic alliance between Beijing and Pyongyang, China is willing to punish Kim if its own interests are threatened. The Chinese government is mad, China's top leader is mad. China wants to punish North Korea, Chang said. China once had special relations with the Soviet Union, but they had war with that country. They also had a very special relationship with Vietnam, but then they had a war with them in 1979, he continued. The relationship between China and North Korea is worse than both of those. I will say, there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies. Chang also argued that North Korea is damaging itself by provoking increasingly burdensome sanctions against its people. North Korea is in an awkward situation. No country has ever encountered such tough sanctions before. If they do nothing, they will starve to death. If they do another ICBM test, they will seek to die. This information comes immediately following Xi's proposals for making China the top superpower in the world. Among his plans are building up the Chinese army. Though the Chinese leader maintains he wishes to avoid conflict with President Donald Trump, he emphasized that a military is built to fight. Xi also vowed to make China number one in terms of economy and standard of living. By 2050, Xi said, China will become a global leader in terms of comprehensive national strength and international influence with the rule of law, innovative companies, a clean environment, an expanding middle class, adequate public transportation and reduced disparities between urban and rural areas. As reported by Breitbart, China has previously pledged to militarily intervene on Kim's behalf if the U.S. were to attack North Korea first. Beijing seems to be stepping away from its alliance with Pyongyang. As the Council on Foreign Relations notes, China is North Korea's most important trading partner and its main source of food and energy. As such, China holds immense power to enable or limit the Kim regime's nuclear aggression. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.